people will give you information, and then like most bowling alleys have a pro shop with guys that can teach you or look how you bowl and give you insights for which ball you can use, how to fill the hole.
Okay, come over here real quick.
At least they're not gatekeeping.
You know, I'm sure there is some information.
Yeah.
Like how to get a 300?
I don't think it's that 300 is hard. You gotta be perfect. You gotta be real consistent.
Exactly.
Regular Joe's not
Yes,
even
good.
Imagine who felt they'll get that shit. I was just watching the game when people do it.
Thank you.
I was watching the YouTube video. The YouTube was like, this kid had 4 reviews of this tablet phone. Look how, like, not even no love. Somebody was cheering for him. There's some videos where you see somebody bowling 300, and everybody in the video is going nuts.
What do you bowl, Celeste?
I don't know. I have no clue. I could not tell you.
You don't really bowl like that?
No. Not at all.
You find it fun
Yeah.
when you do go?
Yeah. It's cool. It's not my favorite thing to do. I'd rather go like skating. Yeah. One more physical. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Are you ready for your vacation?
Mm-hmm. So gotta, me and the homie, we finna go to the mall today, pick up a few things.
When do you leave?
Friday? No, Saturday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, the flight there isn't too bad, but then on the way back, we got like how we fly straight from the DR to Chicago, and then we got like a 12-hour layover in Chicago. Long ass layover.
Is it like overnight? During the day?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be getting back sometime around like 10 or something like that.
Oh, it's on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, on the way
nobody
back.
wants to lay over on the way back. Everybody's just ready to get home.
Yeah, we got 12 hours in Chicago, so
Well, make the best of it.
yeah, you know, sightsee a little bit, explore. Make sure to stay, you know, downtown. I think I like rollerblading because you can rollerblade anywhere.
Yeah.
Like if you roller skate, I'm like you finna want to go to like a rink.
So during COVID, I started like roller skating outdoors, and we were just talking about it because you know he was studying bowling, and I was like, it's so funny because when I started skating outside, it was totally different than skating in the ring.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I grew up skating in the ring my whole life. Like you couldn't tell me nothing about skating. I started skating outside. I was like, psh, you are a beginner. This is a whole different. It's just different. The wheels you skate with are different.
You ain't bust your shit, did you?
Hell yeah.
You did?
A few times. I would have bought like pads. I've never wore pads in the ring. Like I haven't ever even, I can't even remember the last time I fell skating in a ring. I was slipping and sliding all across the streets.
I mean, it's so unlevel. I mean, especially depending on where you're going. Like,
And I went and bought like So the outdoor wheels, if you get outdoor wheels that are like really good, they just glide like you're on, I don't know, they just go. It's the craziest thing.
Like you on like you on like a hardwood floor?
Yes. Like you just be slipping and sliding. It's the craziest thing. But I got it. I got it after a while, but yeah.
Where did you, so when you started rollerblading outside, where was you doing it at?
Just around my neighborhood. I would literally be skating around the neighborhood. Like people would like know who I am because you know I got my afro out. Roller skating down the street. They like, girl.
Yeah, I just feel like that would be so much harder.
But it was like nothing to do. You just think it's like COVID. Like we can't do anything else.
When it comes to outdoor activities, other than like doing like, you know, playing basketball or whatever at the park, I'm not like too much into golfing, but I go to like a range and just, you know, hit T-balls.
Do you like Topgolf?
Topgolf is fun. Yeah, I mean that's kind of my, just hit it as far as I can. But I ain't never golfed growing up, so it, like my form, you know, I was out there looking like silly, just whiffing on the ball. That shit. That shit expensive though. I could just go to like, you know,
golf.
Like, yeah. Well, no, Topgolf.
Oh yeah, golf is expensive in general.
Yeah, I mean, but if I just want to go and, you know, hit the ball as far as I can, that, you know, it's like you just go to a little golf range, costs like $15 or whatever. I remember one time I went on a date and she had been, I don't know, I guess like she wasn't an expert or anything, but she had, you know, that was like kind of a thing that she did with her friends, and that was like one of the first times I had golf at all, and oh man, it was embarrassing. But you know, I'm like playing it off and shit. I'm really trying to get back into running, but like that's something you gotta really work up to, especially if, you know, I haven't ran in shit a couple years. It's been like 2 years, and I found, you know, I found this little. It's not a trail, but I kind of made my own route, if you will. It's not like a traditional where you get on the trail and you follow it. I kind of just, it's like a lake, and I just walk from that lake to another lake. You know where Lake of the Isles is at? It's over there. It's like it's over there by like Lake Street, kind of where it's like around Calhoun or what they call it now? I learned it. It's Bde Makaska. It's over there.
Okay.
But it's like 5.5 miles, and my goal is to start running that whole thing.
Wow.
But 5 mile run, like that's a long distance. I used to run that like I could run 5 miles in like under an hour.
Really?
Which is like, it's like a 10-minute mile, give or take, which is actually kind of slow. But you know, it's like something to get my endorphins going like naturally.
Okay.
As opposed, you know, like rolling.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing today?
Like I was down the street in bowl, but
thought I was good because I rolled me a little 115, 120, like pretty average. These motherfuckers are throwing 185s, 220s average.
220 average?
Bro.
Dang.
My scorecard. My team last week.
That's like 6-7 strikes, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's
These
crazy.
motherfuckers are like that. I ain't gonna lie. And they be old ass niggas too. He looked like he couldn't walk down the stairs by himself.
Oh no, them be the ones who got the best technique.
Nah, he do, bro.
Yeah.
It looked like it's so crazy. He was like low down to throw the ball, bro. And it looked like his hip was finna pop out. Boy, he must have came in. He threw that big. I'm like, oh. I literally said out loud, oh, like the first time I saw it. But that motherfucker hit the lane, started spinning like a motherfucker, strike. I'm like, oh, this thing's cold. So you can't even really see. Look, my team ass. My team ass.
I can't even look down like
Field, 100 points, 125, 83. Evan, 118, 101, 147. Tony balled last night, 134, 172, 158.
Wow.
And I'm 131.
So nobody getting over 200.
Hell no, we're novices. Then you come over here.
So is it like a group of novices? Like
Yeah, look.
everybody y'all compete
Nah,
with?
it's just a league. If you enter a league, you just compete against another team, like anything.
So
So, like, look at these other people. Gabe, I don't know this nigga. He threw 139, 191, 198. You don't stand a chance against this guy. Maximum, another guy on their team, 104, 86, 114. That guy I can fuck with. But he's just one guy.
he's just one.
Reese White Eagle, 185, 184. Another Tony on their team, 163, 143. As a team, we can't compete with that. We can compete with Maximus, the guy that had 105 and 86 one time, but everybody else.
His name is Maximus?
Yeah. He's old. He sounds like an old guy to me.
Maximus?
I haven't met a young man named Maximus yet.
I haven't met anybody named Maximus. I didn't even know that was still a name.
That's why I said he was probably old. I wasn't there this week, so I can't confirm or deny if it was an old guy. If I had to bet my money,
I recognize the name, but that's like,
old.
Yeah.
Like
One of the
Bro,
ladies
that's
I
like-
watch on YouTube, that's her
like a
son's
Eugene.
name.
Like a Eugene. Eugene's an old ass name too. You don't meet too many Eugenes nowadays.
nah, bro, Maximus goes even further than
No, it
that.
probably does.
Maximus is like
That's
2,000-year-old name.
Yeah, I was gonna say some old English shit, right?
No, that's Roman. Maximus is a Roman name.
Damn, that is crazy.
I did not know that
Hey,
was still
Dad,
a
how are
Maximus.
you?
Ain't that some shit? He must have been wrong.
No, he was the worst one.
He was the worst one.
On their team, at least. He would have fit on our team real good.
Damn, he's the worst one.
Yeah, Maximus, huh? I thought I was, maybe it was something else, but no, Maximus.
As
Yeah,
I
definitely
was.
was the worst one on their team. Definitely, if it was 4 of him on the other team, we would have won.
4.
It was just one of him.
We lost. But right now, I'm not even worried about winning. I'm worried about just figuring me out. I'm just trying to figure me out. Get some technique to me, figure out the basics, and really do my 1-2.
Bro, I had a great aunt. Aunt Oda, she was in her. I'm telling you, she no. The crazy thing is that she lived on Penn in like the 30s. Yeah, so it's like wild, but on God, but like she was like in her mid 90s. She was bowling 150s.
That's what I'm saying.
160s.
And so like bowling, if you can teach it at a young age, so kids can be really good at it. I just watched on YouTube yesterday a 12-year-old girl bowled 300, perfect game.
12?
It was insane. Yeah.
See, that's how you know it's not about power. It's all about
It's
technique.
That's the beauty of it. Like, there's a lot of there's nothing food that is bowling specifically. They're like,
Yeah, right. So after a while, like you go bowling like with some, as like a, like an event or whatever, you going with a group, nigga, you finna be the ex, you finna be you gonna be a monster. Yeah, so you might get me back in the bowling. I'm thinking about bowling.
How many people?
You can do, so if you do one, you can do 3-person leagues or 4-person leagues. So if you do 1 and 4, it takes too long.
Oh, okay.
We can have like subs, and like yesterday we had the all the stuff for each, so each people. I don't know why nobody wants to go now in Monday. I can find some they have like a 80 balls.
My client? He does work in a chair. Oh, okay. Yep. The baseball guy? Yeah. Baseball, softball, it's the same thing to me. Don't get offended, I'm sorry. Hey, potato. I don't know the difference. Well, I know that's the only difference I know. That's literally the only difference I know. And to me, that makes it the same sport. I mean, I feel like softball is just like a play version of baseball. I feel like it's, I don't know.
This is the main difference. Softball is like primarily women, at least on like the high school and college level. But technically, a woman, if she was good enough, she could play, like, she could get drafted if she was good enough. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think she has the power to compete with them.
I'm talking about if it was an anomaly, if she was an anomaly.
I mean, I probably put an anomaly anyway.
Like every time they threw the ball, she get like an RBI.
I mean, that's like saying women can play in the NFL.
Nah, because baseball there's no hitting involved. It's not a physical sport.
Contact for body.
Bro, all she gotta be good at is throwing and catching the ball. I mean, hitting and catching the ball.
I think baseball's a little bit deeper.
No, yeah, it is, which is why, like, she would have to be like a freak of nature. No, I feel like baseball is one of the sports where you have to play. I feel like baseball is kind of like chess, where you have to start playing when you're young. But you have to start playing when you're young. If you pick it up at a later age, you're not gonna be very good at it, or at least you're not gonna be able to get to like a high level. No, bro, football and Joel Embiid ain't start playing basketball until he was like.
Baseball players that didn't pick it up so late in their life.
don't know. I mean, it's probably some.
I think you can learn. I see what you're saying though. Basketball.
You can pick a basketball.
Football are more about like the guided and how you have it.
Yeah, it's like athletic. It's like
If
athleticism.
you're athletic, maybe basketball is the sport for you. But if you're 6'8", 280 pounds, football seems like that would be more your brain. So I feel you there. Baseball has like different body types, right? It's not necessarily about your general athleticism.
Well, like you said, hand-eye coordination. Yeah, hand-eye coordination.
I knew a big dude out of high school. He was a really good baseball player. He was ball well, really ball well, this ball well. And maybe that's what happened. But he wasn't like anything athletic.
Right.
You compare him athleticism to like mediocre high school basketball players. He's far in the team. But for baseball, his athleticism was
Oh no, they be having stomach. They be having stomach.
not always.
I don't know what the dude's name is, but he was cold. But like, he played in MLB. But he had like a stomach on him. I'm pretty sure he was like an all-star. Like he's one of the top players. He's probably Dominican.
He used to play minor league.
Oh, word? What you play? What position? Center fielder.
I could tell you played baseball when I said baseball and softball is the same thing to me. And you was like, right. I could tell, like, my bad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I know it's a difference. I know baseball
He said
players.
that's why combing my hair and braiding my hair is the same
Aaron Judge, big ass, he could be a tight end in the NFL if he wanted to. Didn't he fold in? He folded in the World Series last year, didn't he? Where it was like it was like the pressure because he was balling. I mean, he was. Bro, it gotta be the pressure.
Before the game starts on World Series, like in the game, that's the same thing in football. When
Yeah,
guys
just
are-
like wide receivers.
Guys are catching the ball before they catch it and trying to turn and it's not fully securing the catch.
Thank you so much, AJ.
I'll get you next time,
See
brother.
you later.
Have a good one.
See you later, Bless.
But like chess, you can you'll never be good at.
That's why I love chess too. It's all about the skill, like your mind versus mine. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with no skill,
chess
no
is-
long arms, no athleticism, no gut. Like this is just our brains versus each other. Fuck with that.
I learned how to play chess from a dude who was locked up a couple years, and that he
Yeah,
was
niggas
whooping
in
me.
jail know how to
I'm talking
play
about
chess.
whooping me left
Yeah.
and right.
Niggas in chess know how to play jail.
Niggas in chest know how to play
Yeah,
jail.
Niggas in jail know how to play chess, man. Niggas in chess know how to play jail. Talk about that was crazy.
Nah, bro, they get out of jail and they.
I went to barber school with a guy like that. He was pretty young too, not too much. I think he was a year or two older than me, but he was in jail for like 5 years. But he said like what all he did for the whole 5 years.
Literally all they do.
He said work out and play chess. That's all I did. I worked out, I played chess. I worked out, I played chess, I went to sleep. I ate some food, woke up, played chess, went to sleep.
Yeah, he would me. I got him once. I for sure got him once.
Once.
Took me about
But you
40
know, like the
games.
thing about chess, is
40
that
games,
there's
one time.
technical moves.
You-
I would have been quit. I would have been like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Nah.
I think that's why I don't play like dominoes
It's
and
a
cards
pride.
and
It's a
stuff.
pride
It is, it's
Because
literally
my
pride.
parents are so good and they never let me win.
Like I'm
Yeah,
a.
Dominoes is fucked up.
Like, they
People are
never
like
let
this.
me win. As a kid, I feel like you should as a parent, I feel like you should let your kid win.
Absolutely
Sometimes,
not. Absolutely
just so they
not.
could know,
Absolutely
like,
not.
Life is not given to you, so everything that you have.
that's
in
why I
life
don't
is
like
earned.
the game
Nah,
right now.
You gotta
I
take
never
it.
got to win.
I'm not letting nobody. I don't like girls or women, man. Kids, girls.
I feel
women,
like you
nobody.
should,
No
you know,
easy W's. No easy W's.
you know, give them a quick play or something.
Nah, no easy W's.
I mean, like you could give them a little like, nah.
Like, give me time, give me
No.
time to read the room. You ain't gotta be trying to take my points and bully me and stuff.
It's not even about that. I just gotta win. It's nothing
Like,
about.
you didn't call it. You gotta call that.
Well, that's them teaching you. Isn't that educating you?
Okay, well, let me call it then.
Well, you know, this is me telling you right now, so that next time you follow it.
I don't even want to
Now,
play no
if
more.
I was a nice parent,
We're not
yeah,
making
sure,
it
I'll
to
let you
next
do it this time.
I'm
But
not playing
in
no
the future,
more.
you have to call it out.
No, I don't want to play no games. That's
But
probably
it
why I
could
like
go-
to skate.
It could go one way or the other. It could be like, oh, this time it doesn't count, but in the future, this is how you handle it. Or it could be, okay, this time we'll make it count. In the future, this is how you handle it. I'm more of the earlier one. Yeah, figure it out. You fucked up. Next time you come back, when you put it down, gotta call it out.
No.
You gotta live and learn. Like I said, I don't let nobody win in nothing.
Mm.
That's how my daddy was.
Yeah,
My
both
daddy
my
was
parents-
worse though. That nigga
And they'll
got
play.
cheating.
They'll play
Oh, no,
cards.
that- yeah.
My dad got to once I got to
all
high
day.
school and I could really like hoop with him. Like I got to start getting a
He
little
started
bit of a
pushing
man
you?
busting, man body and some muscles. Like I could play. I was quicker than he was. I was faster than he was. I had a lot more energy. He just got more aggressive. He started hitting me hard with his elbows. The nigga knocked my tooth.
Mm.
I had a gap. I don't have a gap no more.
He paid for it?
I don't gotta get no more.
Nah, his elbow did.
Ah, hell no.
He didn't do it on purpose. That's all he did.
Next play, I would have tackled him and said it was an accident.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't really play too many dominoes, but I love playing spades. It's just it gets too heated. Like they be ready to fucking fight over that shit. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to play a card game.
See, I don't play with like people like that. I just play with my parents. You know?
It's fun though. Like it's because it's so much.
But I'm just not a good like spade player and card player, and I don't know. It just doesn't come natural to me. I feel like I count too slow. I think too slow. Like I be having to think about it. Like when I make decisions, I gotta think.
I mean, I
Things
feel
like that is like a fast-paced thing. Like you gotta be swift. Like I'm not.
See, that's what I'm good at. I'm a quick thinker.
I'm very
In a
logical.
moment- in a
Like
moment,
hold on. Now does this make sense?
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't know. Let me check.
See, I feel like some people are real good at like processing shit like that. Does this make sense? Yes, it does. Boom, we're good. And then some people really linger.
I feel like now if it was like a puzzle or something, yeah. But for some reason, cards and dominoes just don't click to me like that.
Dominoes is cool. I don't really fuck with cards. I don't like spades as much as I like dominoes. But I like dominoes because my dad and my uncle who used to play on the back of the car.
Where you going? When your next one?
I'm gonna go get some rice. My next one's at 12.
Man,
Yeah, I only have one break today. So
you just kicked my people to the curb.
what people?
The
People
tamale people.
Huh?
The tamale people.
Tamales? Or
The tamales.
those I only like to eat fresh or when I'm at home to warm it up. The
That
rice
makes
I can
sense.
just eat all day.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel you. I feel you.
I'll be back.
See ya.
I'll be back. I'm gonna grab this extra small vanilla.
Ooh, what's that? Ooh. No, you didn't.
What happened?
I said, what is that you can't be doing stuff on my life? You do that on the fly.
She told me something.
I didn't even know. I just see this road.
I've been in that since like
Really?
Yeah, you
Oh
should
my
say
God.
something.
I didn't notice.
You didn't think you're fan, did you?
I don't know. I don't know what they do. Are you sitting up straight? Are you sitting up straight?
Nothing better. I don't know. I just find myself leaning.
No, that's fine.
Especially when I'm in a chair, I just be getting comfortable.
It's just when I do your middle part.
So no smoking, no politics, no religion.
Oh,
I can't even say the word.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you
It's
can.
gonna flag you.
I don't know.
Gotta keep it on the DL.
See, sometimes I like when y'all lean, slouch, and stuff because y'all be so tall when y'all don't.
Yeah, but I
When
ain't.
y'all sit up straight, I be trying to let the chair down. Like, how'd y'all get this tall? Y'all were not just this tall. Did I put the chair up? And then I'll try to put it down, and I'm like, dang, you're not really that tall.
I'm about 6 3/4. I'm not realistically. I'm not even 6'1". With shoes, I'm 6'1", but my dad was 6'2", my brother's 6'3", and
You're just short.
I'm just hurting over here.
Yeah.
The homie 6'5", the other homie 6'2". I'm the shortest everywhere I go and shit.
That sucks. God dang it.
Then this girl I'm talking to, her brother's 6'7", he like 19. I'm like, God damn.
Not 6'7" at 19.
I'm like, bro.
He walking up to you like, you date my sister, nigga. You better treat her right. Dang.
Nah. Shit, don't matter how tall you is.
Like, you might be older, but I'm the big brother.
Oh, never. Never.
Ah.
Motherfuckers like that, I'll pick them up sideways,
Nah, I feel you.
let them know.
Not at 19 in my ear, though.
Oh, no, never.
Ah, man.
There's never none of that.
That's a big baby.
It'd always be the shortest dude with the biggest vehicles on the road with the biggest trucks. They got a truck. Man, I was driving over north side to go to the back of the shop. There was this one dude that was in an Escalade. He was driving on about.
Slouch pouch.
He was driving on
Down
like
if you want.
30s.
I said slouch down.
Oh, my bad.
Slouch back down. You said he was doing what?
He was sitting on about 30s. 30,
Rims?
like rims.
Mm.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, bro, how you even get in the whip? He was short too. I'm like, oh yeah, you need a stepping stool.
The things probably come out.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, yeah, he was you feel me, like it had like a little, what do you call that? I was gonna call it a ledge.
That's what I would call it. But you know they have them where they like go in and then they come out when you open the door.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's getting nice outside, but you gotta be careful when you're driving in some areas.
It is getting nice. I'm so excited. Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing good. We had our free haircut event yesterday for Shifty's 1 year anniversary since he passed away. So we went and did free haircuts for the community yesterday, And then later on that night, we did a balloon release. So yeah, it was a nice celebration. I enjoyed myself, but I feel exhausted now.
Are you setting them up to do them on the side or straight back?
Straight back,
Okay, okay.
right?
I was wondering.
You trying to act like you want to change your mind now.
Man, somewhere else, so before I came here, I had went to the coffee shop, and you told me you just grabbed me a little something. And I'm sitting at like one of the side tables, and the table I'm sitting at, it has 3 chairs. So, I'm by myself or whatever. And so I'm just sitting there, you feel me, drinking my coffee, doing some stuff on my phone. And it was like this group of older white women. And it was 3 of them at first, and then I guess it was another one of their friends that came in. And so I'm sitting down looking at my phone, and then she walks up, grabs the chair without even looking at me, and then I don't know what it was, like they needed an extra chair. Like she walked up, I'm looking at my phone, I peeped that she's looking at me. But then by the time I look up, like she already grabbed the chair and she already went back to her table. And I don't know what it was, but I was like, I don't know, it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, if it was a white person sitting right here, I bet you she would ask like, oh, can I take this chair?
So you was mashing.
It was just the vibe I got because like it happened so quick that by the time I looked up, she had already took the chair and walked back to her table. But in my mind, I knew
She probably would have.
She definitely would have been like,
a little
oh,
intimidated and was like, "Let me just slide and grab this little chair real quick."
'Cause what if-
why he ain't looking?
Bro,
why he ain't looking? Because I
bro,
don't have to
like-
say that to this big ass black man right now.
what if you feel me? What if I had just grabbed the table and I was waiting for some people, and I was waiting for some people to like pull up, and we gonna sit there and
I feel you.
and I'm just like.
Most people would have asked.
And how she set the chair up, she was kind of facing towards me, not directly. And so I would, it's not like I was just like, but I would like look at her every now and then, and I would kind of like look at her for a couple seconds.
So you ain't try to intimidate her. You can't be trying to bully the lady, man.
Bro, it just, I don't know what it was,
You can't
bro.
be trying to bully the old lady.
It just set me a wrong way. But I was like, you know what?
She didn't mean nothing by it.
I don't know. I could just, and not be like trying to read people's minds, but my intuition and my gut feeling is usually not too far off. And my gut feeling was that if it was a white person, like she just thought she could just grab that motherfucker. Since I don't know.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
You got an appointment
Yeah, but I can.
right now?
I do. I know I just left.
Oh,
But
okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, did he know about this? Because he literally just told me he had a break.
Yeah, he had like a little break. It's at noon.
Okay.
I usually got about like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sure trying to run up out of here. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You got an appointment?
No, so he just was telling me about that there's a stylist over here, so I just wanted to meet you.
Oh,
Get
okay.
your number or something.
Yeah, I do.
You got like a card or booksy?
Yep, Booksy.
Alright. You probably ain't got no availability today, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's why I'm a few grades.
I don't think I have anything until next week.
Alright, so that's gonna be the next time I'm trying to get like actual retweets.
Okay.
I got a letter on the 25th.
Yep. Do you have Booksy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do all my appointments through
Alright.
Booksy.
You got like a portfolio and all that on there?
I got a little bit of stuff. You could go on YouTube though and look up my page. I'm live every day. So that's where I really post at.
What's the booksy name?
It's Solest, SOLEST, the best.
Awesome, man. Alright, done. It'll just be easier for me to get a cut or done and then right over there. I'll be able to drive.
Nope, I get it.
Alright, bet. Well, I'll make a appointment then.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Keith.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
I don't know what it. I feel like I do be having beef with like older women at that coffee shop. 'Cause I swear to God, because it was a whole nother situation
You better
where.
leave that coffee shop alone.
No, it's not even. It's
Let them old women have a coffee shop in the
Bro.
damn morning, okay?
bro.
You in they space.
Man, what?
Shoot. Old ladies get together at the coffee shop in the
Nah,
morning
nah, they-
with they posse.
They in my space.
They said, oh, we know this young man ain't got no friends joining him.
They ain't grow up over there. I mean, I ain't grow up over there, but I bet you I grew up closer to there than they did. What did they say?
No, I mean the coffee shop.
Man,
Is the old lady kicking
Bro.
spot. That's like going to the mall in
No,
the
no, no.
morning and being
No,
mad
no,
because
no.
they walking it. Like, why you mad because they walking in the mall though?
Mm-mm.
It's they mall in the
No.
morning. You already know from like
First of
8
all-
o'clock to 11 o'clock, the old people was at the mall walking.
First of all,
Why you mad?
At that coffee shop, it's way more young people I've seen in that coffee. So like I get what you're saying.
I'm just trolling you.
Second of all,
I'm just playing.
no. It is weird. It's like, bro, it was just one time, right? So I'm using the bathroom or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody come up and they knock on the door. You feel me? And I'm like, oh, I'm letting it's occupied. So I'm like, then they come knock on the door 10, 15 seconds later. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I said it a little louder. I'm like, it's, occupied. 10, 15, 20 seconds later, bro, they knock on it again. I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get like a little pissed off. I think she knocked about 4 times. And that last time I like yelled and I was, I'm in there just kind of losing my shit. I'm like, I told you, like, what is you doing? Like, you hear me here, this and that. And so at the time, I think it's a dude. So in my mind, like when I step out, I'm finna pop off. If it was a dude, as soon as I walk out, I'm finna pop off. Bro, what's wrong with you? Do you not hear me? Yada yada yada. I walk out. It's an older light-skinned lady. And I'm like, did you not hear that I was in there? And then she kind of like gave me one of them like, fake smiles, like one of them fake kind of like, I don't want to put it like this, kind of like one of them fake like submissive
The
smiles.
Minnesota smiles. The Minnesota.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I was waiting a long time. I looked at her, I was just like, you know what, you got it. Like, let me just walk away.
She just had to go use the potty,
Bro,
man.
I-
That's what I mean.
Bro, no.
You gotta find
no,
you a young people
bro.
coffee shop because it
No.
just seemed like you in the
No,
old people's
it's
face to me.
It's literally not.
Like-
it's the majority of the people who patron that coffee shop. It's actually mostly like Somalis and like Ethiopians who be in that coffee shop. But Oh, bro. Once I seen it, I was like, you know what? No, you got it. And I had to leave instantly. I was finna stay a little longer, but I was like, no, I got to get up out of here.
Yeah, cause you at the old people spot. It's
No,
not.
because
You
I've
gotta
learned.
go around like 5, 6 o'clock when you know they at home winding down, drinking their nightly tea. and stuff.
Nah. You just talking because you don't you don't understand. You just like, bro. I just had to, and it was packed at the time, and I think they could just sense my anger because they all they parted the Red Sea, bro. Because I couldn't even see straight. I couldn't think straight. I just had to leave. I was like, man, let me not say nothing to this old lady.
Man, the chat could feel your anger through the phone by telling your story right now.
Bro, because
They feel the anger.
bro, and after that, I was finna go outside. I was finna get outside. You feel me? Get some cardio in. I literally went straight home and sat there for like 30, 40 minutes just to cool off. Like I had to go home. I don't know. I guess I had to go to my space and kind of
I feel you.
recenter myself.
That's what you gotta do sometimes.
If it was a dude though, he would have
I'm
hurt.
glad it was a lady. I'm glad it's an old lady coffee shop. And
It's
just
not.
old ladies
It's
in
not
there
an
that you
old
gotta
lady.
think
It's
before
not
you
an
act
old.
on
It's
them.
not an old lady coffee shop. I'm trying to tell you. Like they don't be coming in numbers like that. Maybe early.
Well, they run the coffee shop.
Nah, they don't rush.
It's they spot.
Nah, they don't rush. Next old person that tried me on.
Man, you better leave them old people alone.
Nah,
Shoot.
next old person that tried me, I'm finna check them.
You cannot check the old lady. You just gotta move around, woosah, breathe, don't you?
That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did.
Oopsie.
That's what I did.
Dang.
And when I walked out, I had my head down the whole time, and I was just shaking my head back, just back and forth, violently. I was just because I was like, bro, let me get, bro. I had my head down, bro. Oh, you don't know how mad I was. And I think that's why everybody parted, bro, because they could just tell. They could just tell how angry I was.
Oh my God. You can't let the people make you that bad.
No, but I've learned that if I'm in a situation where I start to reach my boiling point, I've learned that I just have to separate myself from that situation.
Well, that's good. 'Cause
But she was I thought if anything, I thought it was gonna be a
Karen.
yeah, she was. I'm like, really?
She had the party. The old people.
Bro.
You know when you get old, it be hard to hold.
Bro, she talking about
You
she was.
just can't.
She
You just can't. The bladder ain't the same no more. You gotta.
She talking about she waiting a long time. I had literally just got in there not a couple minutes ago, and she talking about, well, I was waiting a long time.
You know, she probably was counting the time she had to drive there too. She probably realized she had to go in the car, so she was counting that time too.
I damn near stared at her, and I threw my hand back like that. I was like, you got it, and I just walked up out of there.
Man,
I should have.
you should have just did what you did.
Nah, bro. I'm starting to get tired of these old people thinking they own the place.
They kind of do.
They
They've
don't-
been here
they
the
don't-
longest.
don't matter.
They deserve to be able to knock on the door when they got to use the bathroom, okay?
And at the same time, I don't want to make a scene because I go there somewhat often, and so I don't want to, and I'm big, big black man. I don't want that. I don't want that stigma around me. This motherfucker, he can't control his temper, this and that.
See, that's why you gotta, keep doing what you're doing.
I can't say what I wanted to do because you on live right
I'm
now.
glad. You know. Shoot.
Because of what I wanted to do, they probably would have had to kick me out.
Ooh! He just playing, y'all. Ooh.
These old ladies, they finna learn that you can't keep on trying me like that.
He love the old ladies.
I'm so respectful to the elderly. You feel me? Like I give my seat up, this and that.
But just don't knock on the door when he in the bathroom.
No,
Dang it.
no. Not back to back to back to back. Like what? What did you talk about? You've been waiting for a minute. I've been waiting for a minute. It's cool though.
It's cool.
I have emotional regulation. I don't blow my top. I don't blow my top off like that. What would you have done if you was in that situation?
And they kept knocking on the door.
Like you.
I would have never even said nothing. The door locked. You see the door locked. I would have never said anything.
But just imagine, they
Like-
knocking on it back to back like.
They just would have been knocking. I have the ability to ignore anything and anybody. It's like God's gift and God's curse to me. I will ignore like you are not standing in front of me, waving in my face, poking me. I'm right here. I will ignore you. Like, I don't know. You're not going to get my attention, my time, my effort, my energy. It's a bad thing too. Like, it's not always a good thing. But yeah, I will ignore anything. I am very avoidant. Like I said, she would have been knocking on that door, and she would have been knocking like I ain't in there. It's been people at my door, at my house, knocking on it. And I am sitting right there. I'm not going to stop not doing I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You going to know I'm in the house, and you going to be there knocking. Like, what do you want me to do? I didn't invite you here.
You talking about just random people?
I don't care who it is. I don't know who it is because I ain't went to the door to figure it out.
What you mean? What if they're there to like drop a package off or something?
I don't know. I don't need it. What do you want me to do? Put it at the step. if I got a package I need to sign for, they done send me an email, a note, a request, a package. Like they send notifications.
I'm confused.
I know if a package is coming.
So if you got people knocking at your door,
They done called. If somebody showing up to my house, they done call.
and if it's just
If they just randomly decide to pop up, your ass gonna be there. Unless you call and be like, hey, granddaughter, I'm at your door. I'm like, oh, okay, here I come.
you don't even look outside.
I
try to
don't even
see
look
who it is?
outside.
Oh,
I
no,
don't care.
oh,
It's
no, I
not
can't.
my business. I didn't invite you here.
I can't.
Like, no.
Yeah, you got a talent. Because I would, if somebody is just
Some people are just nosy. I don't know. I just don't need to know that bad.
But it's your house though.
I
What
just
you
don't-
mean you don't need to know?
Maybe you at the wrong door, obviously. You are definitely at the wrong door. Because you ain't supposed to be at mine. Not without calling. Everybody got cell phones. But hope that thing ain't dead. My nephew will be at the door. His phone done went dead. He done walked from school. Auntie, let me in.
What you talking about? Bye.
Nah, I hear him. I'm gonna let him in, but shoot.
He gotta announce himself though.
Man, you gotta announce yourself.
You talking about they knock at the door incessantly, and you over there eating your popcorn, watching your show.
Man, literally. My neighbor was at my door one day. I had dropped something outside. Like I said, I didn't know who it was. She was like, I was knocking on your door because Zaya dropped her shoe.
That's your daughter.
Yeah, outside the car or something. She was like, did you get it? I was like, yeah, I seen it, thank you.
Look, you don't know who it is. It could be an emergency. You
But
just-
what did she do? She left the shoe at the door.
Tired. Tired.
If she didn't, I guess she just would have lost the shoe. What do you want me to do? Buy her another pair. Hey, it's life. But yeah. Is that weird? Is that weird? Do people go to the door just, I don't know. It might be a bad, scary person at the door.
I think
Like,
it's.
I just feel like people don't go to people's house without saying like, "Hey, I'm coming to your house."
I would say that it is unique that you can be so unbothered by situations like that.
Cause it would just be burning you like, who's knocking at my door?
No, well, it's one thing to knock, but if you just gonna like, I'm talking about incessantly, where
Yeah.
you just not getting the message, like when I was in the bathroom, for example, and when I said occupied, and then you gonna come back 10 seconds later and then knock again, and then another 15 seconds later you knock again.
And that's when she just would have got ignored. Like, ma'am, I can't help you. Like, I can't do what I'm doing any faster in this bathroom. Like, I'm just gonna ignore you. Like, you're not about to make me move any faster. You're not about to make me like.
If I ever see her again, I'm finna stare her down.
Why?
I'm not gonna.
You
no,
never
no,
even should have just. You just should have ignored her.
What?
Just ignore her.
It's common.
She's nobody.
But it's common decency though. And okay, I understand a lot of people may not have that. They may feel entitled, this and that. But like,
I wouldn't even give her that much care.
I'm not like you, Celeste. I'm sorry.
Like, I wouldn't even think about that lady ever again. She would not have been a thought in my mind after I came out of that bathroom. Like, oh, that lady was knocking on the bathroom. No, I wouldn't have thought about it again.
Nah. Don't make it sound like
Like,
it was
oh,
just,
maybe one day.
You make it sound like it's some insignificant. And in the big picture, yes. In the big picture, it's insignificant because it's low stakes. There's nothing involved in it. But at the same time, like, what you grown? Why are you acting like a child? You act like a fool right now. Like you grown as hell. She probably got a daughter that's my age, and you over there acting like that.
She couldn't hold the. Man, I'm telling you,
old
people be having like incontinence and stuff. Like, it's hard for them.
She not that old. She ain't. She was probably like in her 40s. She ain't got none of that.
She ain't got none of that.
She in her 40s.
That's when the stuff be starting. Shoot.
My mom is in her 50s and she able to
hold it.
She still got bladder control. So if you in your 40s,
she might have had more kids than your mama. She might got 9 kids and your mama got 5. I don't know. You know?
No, I'm finna stare her down.
You better leave that old lady alone.
I am. I'm just gonna stare her down.
She gonna be like, oh, I remember that guy. He was such a nice guy. He was my student. She ain't even gonna know why you staring her down. She ain't even gonna remember that day.
And if I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm finna ask her first. I'm finna be like, yeah. I'm about to go use the restroom.
I just wanted to check with you.
Yeah. Is it fine? I'm gonna be like, is it fine if I go? Like you don't need to go right now, do you?
And she might be like, hold on, wait, baby, I definitely do. Thanks for asking. Is that gonna piss you off?
First of all,
is that gonna make you mad if she be like, yeah, baby, thanks for asking?
First of all, she not Southern at all. That's the first thing. She ain't got no accent. Second of all, you make it sound like she's some sweet old auntie.
That's what I imagine.
Sweet old
That's
auntie.
what I'm imagining is a sweet old auntie. That's all I got is sweet old auntie. So, you know. Shoot.
How you doing, Auntie? No, she was. From what
I'm just thinking about my grandma, nigga. If you staring my grandma down at a restaurant, nigga, I might have to meet you at the restaurant next time. What do you mean? You can't be just staring people nanas down at the restaurant because they was knocking on the door.
Oh no. She could be there with her husband, her son. She could be there with anybody.
Leave the nana alone. She just a nana.
She just had
to potty.
She's not a nana though.
She just had to potty.
No, I'm staring her down. I ain't finna do it though. I'm gonna be calm too.
You gonna join the bowling league?
Honestly, I had just went bowling recently with a shorty.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, she got whooped too. She ain't stand a chance. But honestly, yeah. I mean, cause it's it's like it could be like a little fun hobby, a little fun activity.
So not a league, just a little.
I mean, I think it depends. Like, I could. Cause the league would be more. It would be more like regular. You feel me? It would like it.
I think they go like once a week.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Cause I'm.
But if they can't go on the day like that the league play, they can like pre-bowl the game. so they can go in like the day before, or like any
Oh.
time before that week and bowl.
And then have it count?
Yeah. I was like, that's cool.
No, it definitely is. Like, especially when you get in strikes, it just like sends a exhilaration through your body. Man, that felt good. Then go back the next play. The next time you
You suck again?
only hit one pin. Get a gutter ball.
See,
man,
that's
like,
why I be. See, I don't know. That's probably why I don't like bowling either. Cause
Cause you scared of failure.
I'm not good at it at all. Like, I mess up. Bowling would never be more than something that I do for like fun on like a date night or like I wouldn't ever want to go join like a bowling league. Now a skating league?
Do they even have stuff like that?
No, they have like little groups, clubs. They do have competitions though, but I don't think here. I've already heard of them.
It sounds like you're good at skating.
Mm.
Inside, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like outside of the whole is a different ball game.
Yeah, you know, I can coast. I can coast.
Don't let me roller skate outside. Talk about busting my. I would wipe out every time. What do you think about coffee? Do you like coffee?
Yeah. I'm not like a real coffee drinker. Like, I don't want no straight up.
Have you ever had espresso?
Yeah, I normally do espresso with like cream and flavors. I don't really ever get coffee.
Today was my first time having an espresso, and I was like, dang.
How did it make you feel?
It was strong.
See, I feel like sometimes when I get coffee and it's like with the espresso and all the sugars and sweeteners and stuff, I'll be like on 10.
Oh, no.
Versus if I get like a Red Bull,
I had
then
it.
I'll
No,
be
I
kinda
had it
like
black.
mellow.
I ain't had no cream, no sugar.
Oh,
I
you just
had
had.
it
Oh,
black. Yeah.
see, no, and that's what I mean. Like when people be like, "Do you like coffee?" I say no because I'm not like a coffee drinker like that. Like if I drink coffee, it's gonna taste like a sweet drink. It's gonna taste like a treat. But
No, so I like black coffee. I mean, it's definitely.
so how did the
an-
black espresso
Like
taste?
just like black coffee in itself is an acquired taste, but the
Exactly.
espresso was like
It's
black
like-
coffee on crack.
I didn't never even knew they like just did espresso shots plain.
Yeah, because when I went up there to order, I was like, yeah, can I have a medium espresso? And then she said 2 shots, and I'm like, wait. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, 2 shots. And then when they handed it to me, it was literally 2 shots. Like it was.
So did you add your, cause they have milk like off to the side. You didn't add your own milk to it or anything?
Nah, so I've been trying to move away from.
They have all kind of milk.
No,
milk.
I've been trying to move away from like sugary like coffee. Because usually what I get is a turtle mocha, and that has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like caramel.
So Samaje's been bringing me one of those like every dang
Oh, that's
day.
fire.
I'm like, Samaje, I don't need no more of these mochas. Shoot, they be having me hyped up because it has so much sugar on top of the caffeine. And there's so many damn calories, and he be getting me like a medium. I'm like, or it might be a large. I don't know. It'd be huge.
If it's a large, then you could definitely get like a surge, like a kick out of it.
Man, when I tell you, I feel like I've been doing some stuff that I ain't ever did before, but I don't know. When people do it, they can like clean the house and, you know, do a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like I'm doing that. I don't know. It's just, my heart be palpitating. I be wanting to run around the building.
Not palpitating.
Man,
Not palpitating.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
You feel like you on,
Why did I do this to myself?
You feel like you on DRUGS?
Man.
I had to spell it out.
You know they can spell too.
They ain't finna flag it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Yeah, but man.
I heard that black coffee can curb your appetite, and so that's something that,
You're trying to do?
yeah, because you feel me. I'm trying to shed some pounds so I can get to run it again. Because I feel like right now I'm probably
If you start, yeah.
yeah, I'm probably a little too heavy to run long distances or at a fast pace how I want to work up to, and so yeah, I'm
So
thinking
what
about.
is your goal weight before you start running?
So right now I'm about 255.
Okay.
Like I carry it well, but I probably would want to lose at least 20
Okay.
to be comfortable and running at a fast pace. Yeah, about 20 pounds.
Good. Hey, how you doing?
Good over yourself.
I'm good.
How about them two more?
They better win tonight, man.
Oh my gosh, that game was so bad. I was crying like, oh no.
I didn't even turn it on until the second half because I totally forgot. And then I turned it on and I was like, damn, Anthony Edwards only had 1 point first quarter and 9 points the
It
second.
was a very bad game. It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
He's a real
Very hard to
competitor. I
watch.
think the first games against the Lakers was really like something he had to prove versus Luka.
Yeah.
It's like there was a fire there outside of just competing.
Yeah.
But they whooped on them and Steph wasn't even in.
That's
Steph's
what
not
I
gonna be
was
there today.
saying.
That's not gonna be there today though either.
Like, there's no way.
You're not supposed to get whooped on if Steph's not playing.
He need to grow up, man. He's still immature. He's too immature.
I mean, he's a kid. That's the reality. 23 years old. He just signed a 5-year, like $175 million contract. I would be immature.
Yep.
I wouldn't have all the babies, but I would be immature.
How old is he? 23?
Yeah. Last summer, he signed a 5-year, like $175 million extension.
See, like, yeah, immature, but I can't give him that because when Kobe was 23,
He's a different kind of guy.
That's what I'm
Everybody's
saying.
different. Everybody's different. Everybody.
But-
You could argue Kobe was mature. He came out the womb. What's wrong with you?
but you can't. But like, he's gonna compare to Jordan. You
It's
got.
the play style. It's the electrifyingness. It's the personality. That's why he's getting the comparison.
And I'm a huge Ant fan,
He
but
kind of looked like dude. But I don't disagree with you. I think there's. I was arguing all season. Like it's in terms of like basketball. If I was starting a team, I'd probably take Ja over him. I like me a point guard that could facilitate and score. Ant's really just buckets.
Ant is a better two-way player than Ja.
He is a better team. That's what everybody will say. He is a better two-way player, but it's not like he guards the best players.
He should be, but
No, he can't.
yeah, he
Most
can.
people can't guard the best player on the other team and then be efficient offensively too.
Jordan and Kobe could.
Sometimes they weren't always efficient. Is not either one of theirs game.
Efficient?
Yeah. You think he-
Jordan?
No.
Jordan wasn't efficient?
No.
What are you talking about?
He was chucking, bro. He
Oh,
shoots like
no.
46% on his whole career.
Bro,
He was chucking the
bro,
bitches.
bro, efficient for a shooting. Jordan averaged about 48%, bro. Efficient for that's amazing efficiency for a
Kobe
shooting
was like
guard.
46. Guys are more efficient nowadays.
Kobe was probably like 40.
But they were chucking.
No, they are not more efficient nowadays. There's no shooting guard there's not a shooting guard in history that has been more efficient than Jordan at that high of a volume. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
why consistency falls when you shoot volume. That's the whole thing of consistency, right?
But no, Jordan, his efficiency is on a completely different level than. Now D Wade was efficient. D Wade was really efficient. Kobe was.
He wasn't Huckabee. The way he didn't shoot as many shots. Kobe, Jordan, There's games they have 40 shots.
Yeah, but bro,
40?
when we talk about efficiency,
40 though? Like think about what 40 is in one basketball game.
Jordan was
That's a lot.
Jordan was
You're
high
shooting
volume,
that bitch.
but he was high volume, and he was just as efficient as almost any player in history. Jordan.
Sure. And I'm not saying that I'm not taking from his efficiency like as a whole, but like 40 though. 40 shots in a game where the team is shooting 75.
40 shots, but
80
making
shots.
making 20 of them. That's yes. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go back, bro.
If you're telling me
You gotta
he
go
shot
back and look at it, bro.
48, right? If you're telling me he shot 48,
You gotta go
he
back and
shot
look at it, bro.
40 shots. He's shooting more like 19, 18. 18 for 40 is not that great. It's a lot of shots. You made a lot of them for sure, but that's not that great.
I know. Look. I ain't over here. You feel me? Trying to say, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, this and that. But when it comes to Jordan, bro, you gotta.
I'm just telling you.
You gotta go
like,
back and look at it, bro.
I-
That was more Kobe. No, see
Kobe
that.
was more of a chucker.
That was more Kobe than Jordan. Jordan was taking 40 shots and he was making like 20, 22 of them. That like Jordan, but he's Jordan obviously. So like you can't really compare him to too many people.
Yeah, I think Ant's kind of similar. He's shooting a high percentage.
He does, yeah, he does actually. Yeah,
That's the comparison.
he
that
shoots
they
about 46, 48, about 46, 47%, which is amazing.
Electrifying-ness. He first came into the league. Jordan was kind of the same thing. Explosive, electrifying, tongue out. You know, that's kind of Edwards posterizing a few guys, and now he's developed more of a bag, a three-pointer, the mid-range, the footwork.
Yeah, but he don't
That's
take.
what they're giving him.
Yeah, but he don't take mids anymore. I noticed that.
It's not worth it. That's really what it is. The NBA, if you look at their analytics, nobody shoots mids. It's not worth it. If you're gonna shoot a 15-footer, might as well back up another 10 feet and go for three.
No, it's worth it. It's
That's just what the NBA is now. It's
analytics in a sense has
They took over the game. They won
it's had a negative impact on the game. I mean, bro, you could just look at the teams. The Celtics, they just missed the most threes in NBA
Shit, the Timberwolves
NBA
just missed a
playoff.
bunch too. That's why
Yeah.
they lost. Niggas
A
chucked
lot
them.
of teams, yeah, bro, they
Chucking
just
them
chuck.
bitches, bro.
They just
But
chuck.
The reality is, if your team is hitting, if you could shoot 40% from three, you're beating anybody shooting twos.
The only reason I'm saying that Ant needs to go back to that is just in terms of his ability to get his shot off. That's the problem with James Harden games. James Harden was literally just three into the rim. He had no mid-range game, and so in the playoffs, get it to the mid-range is what separates the great shoot. Like Kobe and Jordan, like they could get their shot off in the mid-range at any point, and Ant literally has that. But he's just.
It's an in-between game. I think it's an easier shot to take.
Bro, he needs to go back to a three level scorer. That's all
They
I'm
don't let
saying.
him get there, bro. This nigga catches the ball and catches a triple team, bro. He goes left, there's
They
one
do?
guy. He goes right, there's one guy. If he goes middle, there's three guys. You don't have an option to shoot the mid. Somebody's in front of you, somebody's on each side. So my only option is to dance with the guy right in front of me off the screen or penetrate through two people. 1, 2.
Sometimes he's too passive.
They know who he is. No, he's trying to get his shot off all the time. That's
Nah,
the fucking problem.
bro. He needs too passive.
I don't think anything about him is passive. He go get it.
Check the first half of last game. It was
I
good.
feel that sometimes he settles for the jumper. He's just trying to shoot the ball too much. I wouldn't call that passive.
It is especially like last year in the Mavs series. Oh, it was hella games where he was passive. He passes the ball and he goes sits in the corner.
He's tired and he realizes he can't be the guy.
He need to mature, bro. I've gotten to the point, and at first I was cool with it, like, yeah, bro, you know, talk your stuff, this and that.
I like his.
He's too cocky, he's too arrogant, and he's unprofessional. But he's young, like you said, he's young, so he can grow out of it. But
I feel like if you're winning and you're young, talk your shit.
But he's not doing. But he's not winning though.
I don't know. We just made the Western Conference Finals last year.
And got wiped.
We got wiped, but we made it. For a 22-year-old,
Got
3
wiped.
years in the NBA, what's LaMelo Ball did? James Wiseman?
Who? LaMelo who?
Ball?
I don't know.
I'm giving you the other guys in this draft. LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, both. That's the top three right there, and he's clearly the better one.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, he's
Clearly
definitely
brought
separated
his-
himself.
Clearly brought his team to the Western Conference
sure.
Finals last year.
Oh no, for sure,
I
for
feel
sure.
like he's over given.
Hey everybody, how are you guys doing?
you feel like he started to separate himself.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Hands
I
down.
agree. I agree.
They're
I don't
talking
think he was
basketball
good. They
now.
tried to make him be.
Right.
I
Okay.
started it.
It's okay.
I don't think they try to give him a little bit more than he is. But
It's okay. I don't mind basketball talk at this point in the season. Now, earlier in the season, like, hey, we ain't gotta start this right now. Not this shit already.
I mean, at least you're not on the other side. Everybody.
Man,
Bro, I think
Screaming about it.
if Ant drops 30 points a game, he could take us to the finals.
I don't think he can drop 30.
Why not? Why can't he?
Teams focus on it. The way to beat the
Bro,
Timberwolves is to not let him get over 25.
He has that
If
ability.
he doesn't get over 20, he has the ability, but are they gonna let him?
There's no person
If
that can
I'm
guard
the
him.
opposing team, we are literally doubling this nigga every time he
Right.
goes at the
I
basketball.
don't know.
all he can do is pass.
La-
And he barely can pass.
Last series,
That's the
He
problem.
barely can pass. I'm like, God
He
dang.
either takes bad shots or that's it.
before
Bad
ga-
shots or
Poor
misses.
baby.
before game 5, he was at last because it was 4-1. Before game 5, he was averaging 29 points. So it seems like he was able to score even with them sending the double team. You
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
mean, I guess the Lakers who didn't have any paint presence, right? Nobody was there to protect the basket. So
I mean, who they got
couldn't
now?
get a shot off, then you could get to the
What they got? Kevin Looney in the paint? Come on now, you got
Draymond Green's offensive, Kevin
Put-
Looney's
dunk on him.
out there.
no dunk on him.
That's what I'm saying.
He should be
It's
dunking
not
on
like-
folks.
He just was trying to find the jumper, bro. He wasn't hitting him, and they lost. I'm sure he'll readjust though this year, early this game for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
He gonna have to, because that was a scary
Well,
situation.
you can't lose both games at home, but I mean, you'll never know what really happens till it happens. But I think he'll respond. He's a competitor.
Hi, Samaje.
I think he'll respond with some innovation.
I mean, that's the hope. I hope he does.
And Buddy
Nothing
Hield.
much. How you doing?
Just chilling on
No, they just.
I'm just chilling on the phone. Who you on the phone
It's
with?
a lot.
Yeah.
I seen an interview from
Your favorite? Who your
a guy
favorite?
that was studying East for the Sacramento.
You got a
Kings.
favorite?
He's an analyst.
Who,
That
who's your
said Buddy
favorite?
Hield when he was a king, just
Huh?
before he was a warrior. It's like 86%
I'm on live,
from
nigga.
three on catch and shoot.
Mm.
The problem with Buddy Hield is that he keeps dribbling the ball.
He's trying to shoot off the dribble.
86 catch and shoot, 86% he said.
I bet it
the
on
whole
the
season
Golden
like
State
that.
Warriors.
What he's like 30 off the dribble?
13 off the dribble.
Oh yeah.
That's a hell of a swing,
Yeah.
bro. That's a hell of a swing. Don't dribble the ball, buddy. Just shoot that bitch, bro.
No pun intended. Buddy do not need to shoot off the dribble. 13% is crazy.
No, we took
13%
him
is
all over
horrible.
there yesterday. Go charge your
You
phone,
did,
Samaje.
but you did. I do agree with one of your points about last year. Like it, you could definitely see the fatigue
Hey,
once
Kay.
they got to the.
I thought you could
Western
see the
Conference
fatigue
Finals.
yesterday.
Are you still not talking to
They
your
put
boy?
so much into beating the Lakers that when they played the Warriors their first game, Warriors are an older team, some mix of older and younger. They just came off game 7. Timberwolves won at 5. You were sitting for a week. How did y'all not come out ready?
They didn't need that break. The break made them weak.
I don't think
The
they were
break
ready.
made them relax.
They still.
They went and drank a bottle of wine.
They're still a young team.
Yeah, and that's what it's Ant. It's Ant, and then I don't think.
But bro, he has the potential to average 30 every game.
Potential is there. I don't agree with you there. I think they just sit on him, bro, and make it extremely difficult. And he tries to be efficient. He tries not to take terrible shots. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he does have to take terrible shots. But like I said, bro, I think the issue with him is he's not reading the whole game for the team. He's reading the game for him. If you read the game as what the game is, you read when they're bringing double teams, and you know who's open. Like I think he's at a point where like he's perfecting his craft as a basketball player that is like my work.
Like an ISO, ISO player.
My work, or even my come off the screen, all my work, even in the team. But he's not at the level of the game that he sees everything happening.
Where he's creating plays for his
Where he
teammates.
can see the plays created themselves. When he sees the defensive sets, he knows where his teammates are. He knows where the defense is.
So how long do you think it's gonna take him to develop that skill?
We'll get to that. That's the problem.
He gonna get to it as soon as we get rid of his
He might
ass.
just be all-
So I say about a good 5 years. maybe 4, because he might get traded.
might
And
be
then as
four.
soon as that happens,
Nah, he ain't
that
getting
nigga
traded.
gonna become amazing.
He ain't getting traded. He
You
ain't
don't
getting
think
traded.
so?
No,
Okay.
he's
He'll
not
ask,
getting
he
traded.
might ask to get traded, but we won't just trade
Nah.
him.
You don't think so?
No.
I thought that about Cat.
Bro, the first time in my entire life that I can remember, the high, like the bleachers, nosebleeds, $200 versus the Lakers. That's money. They can't trade that away. Nobody, the Timberwolves, bro, we suck.
It's all because of him?
Yeah, him and I mean, it was LeBron
Primarily.
and Luka too, but like he's just a factor, right? If he wasn't here, we wouldn't have been in the playoffs. We wouldn't even be.
He changed the course of the franchise.
For the foreseeable future.
Because once he got drafted, that's when we
Well,
started
then he
making the
has no
playoffs.
damn choice but to figure it out. The fuck?
He should be averaging like Jordan averaged 33 points per game in the
You
playoffs.
can't compare him
Nah.
to Jordan.
No,
That's
but it's not
fair.
even that. He has the potential right now. He's just inconsistent. That's what it is.
He's a little baby.
I ain't
He's
trying to hear that.
23.
Ain't trying to hear it.
Jordan was getting his ass whooped.
At 23, Jordan
Jo-
was getting smacked
Yeah, but
down.
getting smacked down, averaging 40.
I mean, he was, yeah, I mean, you can average
Getting
40.
smacked down, averaging 40.
What's 40?
It was a different game back then. You could
No.
score back then
Yeah, I
easier
agree
than
with
now. Like, nigga,
That's-
you're not
that's-
scoring like you was. Like the
that's-
game is just
that's
totally
false.
different.
It's much
And
easier to
they're
score
shooting more
nowadays.
threes.
It's much easier to score
It
nowadays.
is easier to score.
Cause you get a 3.
Well, you could
No,
argue,
because
though,
hand checking.
You could just argue that like that style of basketball was a lot different. He was an athlete ahead of his
Bro,
time.
if Jordan was nowadays, he's averaging 35.
I don't
If James Harden could average 36, Jordan's averaging 35 easily.
And James Harden- James
Easy.
Harden-
Oh, easily.
I feel like James Harden. uses
Oh, people
more-
sleep. People sleep.
See, this is so.
People
this is
sleep.
the argument I have with this, bro. And I'm a
People,
Michael
people are
Jordan-
so sleep.
I'm a Michael Jordan fan. I just
People
feel
are so
like,
sleep.
Mike's intangibles, athleticism is great. We have athletes that are like that. Not exactly the same, and I'm not saying, but we have athletes that are comparable. That aren't Michael Jordan, obviously. So like, I don't know. And then
Having athlete, bro, it was athletes back. Dominique Wilkins was arguably more athletic than Jordan.
for sure.
Arguably.
I mean, if your eyes, for sure. His vert wasn't higher.
Actually, it was probably just.
Michael
It was.
Jordan has the highest recorded vert
No,
in NBA.
he doesn't. No.
Somebody just passed him?
No. Vince Carter's vert was higher than Michael Jordan's.
Was it vert or standing vert?
Bro, Vince Carter could jump higher than Michael Jordan.
I'm just saying, Mike has some. Mike at least is some.
Bro, he's averaging 35 in the regular season and 40 in the playoffs. Maybe a little hyperbole, right? Maybe I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but
I just feel like guys are better defenders now. Guys are more athletic now.
he's
I'm just saying the defenders, right?
even Kobe, bro. If Kobe was playing nowadays, he's cooking everything in front of him. Kobe would average more not in today's NBA than when he played.
Yeah, you get the ability to shoot the ball more.
I mean, the game is so much more open. The game is spread out. There's no bigs in the paint. And so attacking the paint is damn near a free-for-all when it comes to driving to the paint. Back in the 90s, it was the damn near the golden era of big man. So you had Dikembe Mutombo, Hakeem Olajuwon, Alonzo Mourning. You just had trees in the paint. You feel me? He's still finishing over the trees. Like the paint is wide open nowadays. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Ant should be putting everybody in the
I
ring.
feel that, but there was also rules to how they played defense back then.
They did change the rules to in like Jordan's favor.
In Jordan's era, bro, like you could abuse the rules in the sense that like literally Jordan's on one side of the court and everybody has to be within 5 feet of their man. They can't play help defense.
Yep.
So like
right.
if I'm just a superior basketball player than the guy right in front of me, nobody can help him. This
Like you
is-
can't run across the court.
No, you have to like they had a rule prior
Yeah.
to Michael Jordan like coming really into his thing, and I don't know if they made it for him.
You
Like,
couldn't double team.
Yeah, you couldn't. You
Yeah.
couldn't even leave your man more
Nope.
than 5 feet.
No.
So like, that's just a.
I feel
that's
like-
why I hate these conversations because it's like incomparable to what it is now.
Bro, if James Harden dropped, he averaged
James
36.
Harden.
Oh, down.
Yeah.
I just feel like so you keep using James Harden, and I feel like James Harden
Is nowhere near as good of a
he's not
scorer.
the-
KD averaged 30.
James Harden's not a great scorer, but he's a very skilled basketball player. I think more of what makes James Harden great is his intangible skill all across the board. Ability to shoot the ball, dribble the ball, pass the ball.
James Harden a
score
fraud.
the ball.
He's a fraud.
He's just not the winner that those guys are.
He's a
But I
fraud.
mean, let's look at him, bro. His whole career in the tip top.
Samaj, don't come over here with that bullshit, okay?
That's true.
Bro, what's he supposed to do, bro?
No. Yeah, that's a good point.
The Monstars, bro. Put Michael Jordan against the Monstars.
Get away from me,
On the
Samaj.
motherfucking Houston Rockets.
Get away from me.
bullshit-ass
Bye.
team, bro.
Go another room.
Damn.
Bye, Samaj.
I was gonna get
They was actually close.
I don't want no
series.
damn caribou. I want you to do better. That's what I want. I want you to do better. That's what I want.
He got a different
Stop being a dummy. That's a different girl? Oh, I didn't even look at her because I thought it was the same one. Oh, okay. Yeah, she did. She looked identical. That's why I was like, Samaj, get away from me. Okay. I'm sorry, Samaj. I thought it was the same one.
When he
I
showed her
heard
to me,
about all last time I was there.
Oh my gosh.
when he showed her,
That just pissed me off. That's why I was like, get away from me.
I swear to God, so I think he would show people these pictures
And still
but
be
really
talking to the,
her.
yeah.
And like he thinks he's so smart and is so slick, like he'll even call her a different name. Show people a picture of a girl that looks like her.
I'm like, who are you talking to?
on the phone.
Oh, I'm just talking to the best girl in the world. I'm like, nigga,
It's just mad cliche.
nigga.
And I think it's really corny to date a person that is identical to the person you just got done dating. I think that's super cool.
Listen, I couldn't tell them
Like,
apart.
all
That's why I
these
was
people
like,
out
move
here in
around,
the
man.
world,
You ready
you
to
just
go out
wanted-
to the same
You
day.
wanted to go get the doppelganger, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, bro. You clearly still love that girl. And then if you're the doppelganger, right? Let me find out that your ex
Scoot down a little
looked
bit.
just like me. I'm getting out of here. What is wrong with you?
Is that good right there?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, I like the idea of those conversations, don't game, but they're just not the same. It's not the same sport. It's not played the same. I just can't. I don't want to.
You take, bro, you take it in context, bro.
I mean, you can
Yes,
take it in context,
yes, it is hypotheticals. At the end of the day, we're speaking
but
completely
even
in
in context, I
hypotheticals.
feel like it's just not comparable.
Not when it comes to certain players, their game translates to it transcends the era. Now,
Games can transcend, but we don't know how your game will transcend.
Yeah,
into
yes,
this era. It's all just hypothetical.
when it comes to the all-time greats, yes, bro, we could literally
Okay, so then let me ask
not to
you
use
this.
a super big, but we can extrapolate. We could take
What I'm saying.
we could take their game and what they did, and then we could project it how it would fit in this
Okay,
era.
So let me ask you then, how does Shaquille O'Neal play in this league of basketball?
What's folks' name? Yusef Nurkic. You got Alex Lynn. Well, what's his name? Zubac.
Zubac, all of those guys are way faster than Shaq. They're
Oh
not-
no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
I mean, with
You
Shaq-
got to go back and look at the. We take Shaq from when he first got in the league up through the end of his Lakers tenure. After that, it's like what Kobe said, bro. He wasn't committed to staying in shape. He
But that's
wasn't.
what I'm saying. If he's not committed to staying in
No,
shape,
no.
he's not committed
I'm
to-
saying those
he
12
was just
years.
Dominant, but that's
Th-
even in
those 12
years. Take away Orlando Shaq, give you just Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq
For the
on
Lakers?
Yeah, dominant offensively, he would get cooked.
No, he would
He
not.
would get cooked.
Bro, you telling me Zubac and Alex Lynn could play on the court, but Shaq is getting cooked?
They get cooked.
Oh,
They get cooked. If they have to go play a high screening role, those two niggas you just mentioned get fried.
bro.
That's how you
Oh no
beat-
no 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 no! On defense, it's completely different NBA. Like,
But
so-
I'm saying, that's
yeah,
what
they're
we-
taking advantage of
That's
him.
why we're talking about.
But his
the
offensive production, it outweighs the defensive liability by such an extent that you keep him on the court.
I don't know.
It's like Joel Embiid, bro.
Games he could be no.
Jokic, if Jokic could, if he's playing on the court, bro, Shaq and Jokic is a liability on defense.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
He would
doesn't
be.
try that real hard,
He would, bro. He's much more of a liability than what Shaq would be on
But he
defense.
offers more than just scoring. Like Shaq offers
Shaq
scoring
is
and rebounding.
Shaq
but
is
he
such
doesn't
a
offer assists.
bro, right?
Jokic can
But you don't need him
shoot.
to. But you because that's not where he excels. He excels. Put him on the block, give him the ball. That's where he excels at. And on defense, he's still he's not the best of all time, but if he's locked in, he's an elite paint presence. Now, that's not saying that he gonna get cooked on the perimeter.
I'm thinking more of like a Rudy Gobert kind
Oh
of
my gosh.
defensive
Oh
liability.
my gosh.
But a good defender still. 'Cause
Oh
he's
my
big.
gosh. Rudy Gobert. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's. I mean, on the defensive end, that's
Come
what I'm
on,
saying.
bro.
Rudy Gobert is a four-time.
Rudy Gobert is a fraud, bro.
fraud.
Yes. He's a fraud. I seen this man get dominated by Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively last year against the
He
Mavs.
didn't even not get dominated.
Yes, he did, bro. I was watching every game,
We
bro.
watched different basketball.
Physicality. Oh no.
We watched
Check.
different
No.
basketball.
He's a fraud, bro.
He
Y'all
was
watch
playing
different
help defense
basketball?
and getting killed.
He's a fraud.
I don't think that makes him a fraud.
He is. He's a fraud.
Four-time, only two or three other guys in NBA history.
A fraud.
I think he's the only guy in NBA history. Him and
He
Akeem
is.
maybe
He
with
is.
Four
And he's a
defensive
fraud.
players. I don't know what fraud means.
I'd rather have what's folks' name from the Jazz? I'd rather have Walker Kiesler than Rudy Gobert.
You can't just say
Yes. What? Oh, that was one of the worst trades we made in Timberwolves history. You traded what for Rudy Gobert? 5 first-round picks and players?
we were crying. So this is the problem.
We did not need Rudy
We
Gobert,
were
bro.
crying because Cat couldn't get the rebound.
I didn't want Rudy Gobert. I did
Adams.
not want Rudy
It's not
Gobert.
about what you want. It's about
No,
what we need.
we didn't need Rudy Gobert. That's the
We
thing.
did.
We could have drafted Walker
We
Kiesler, got the
lost.
same, almost similar production, and still had the plethora of
When
picks.
it comes to drafts, you don't know that Walker Kessler is going to come into the NBA. And
I'm
be-
saying we could have got anybody other than,
No,
bro. You can Rudy Gobert. What he brings for the Timberwolves is not irreplaceable. You could simulate his production on the court with a lot of players.
Hypothetically, for sure. Hypothetically.
No, not no hype, bro. He's not. Rudy Gobert is he's a good deterrent and he's a good help defender. If you put him,
Rebounder.
he's a decent rebounder. He's not. He's not. No, he's
His
not.
whole career, he's just-
In the regular season, yeah. In the regular season, he's a good rebounder. In the playoffs,
They pick on him. They bring him in a high screen and roll. How am I at 7 foot, sloppy leg ass supposed to play defense on Luka Doncic?
He's a fraud,
on the
bro.
Perimeter and then go get the rebound.
he's a
That's
fraud.
insane.
He's a fraud.
Fraud is an interesting word also.
James Harden, just like James Harden, bro, he's a fraud. These players who dominate in the regular season, and then when you get into the playoffs and your production drops by such a level, it tells me that playoff basketball, it just shows me the difference between regular season and playoff basketball. Because playoff basketball is when the intensity raises. It's when it's a 7-game
Do you
series.
feel like playoff basketball is more skill?
So the thing with playoff basketball is that it's chess, because the team you're playing, you play. It's a 7-game series.
So they get time to figure you out.
And they know your tendencies, they know your weaknesses, they know your strengths.
There's guys all day that sit and watch James Harden. If you're playing against James Harden, they sit and watch him and tell you his tendencies on how he averages 30 points per game for 82 games. So then you go out there as a guy trying to guard him, and they give you all the information you could possibly have. They can tell you when he does his cross between his legs, and when he puts it behind his back, he's gonna do his step back.
But they can tell you all that, obviously, and you can still get
Get
spun
cooked.
around in a motherfucking
Cool.
circle.
Yeah, fuck is they talking
And
Like
about?
a
James-
motherfucker ain't told you shit.
And
I don't get it. Like, it gotta
you
be
was talking about
skill.
how Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant ain't efficient. No, James Harden is not efficient. James Harden shooting 39%, 40%. So yeah, he put it in between his legs. He's stepping back.
Between two.
Not
And you saw what
not
the
really working.
Rockets for the prime of his career, but just in ISO ball. ISO ball and
Because that's what he excelled. You bro. He had no off-ball game.
He never has.
And that's probably the
He never
big
has.
the
But I
biggest
mean,
weakness
this
of James
NBA
Harden.
This NBA is more about players with the ball in their hand 90% of the time.
He had a couple playoff runs where he absolutely excelled. I think that year when they lost against the Warriors, Game 7, they was all horrible. I think they missed like 29 threes in a row.
Close out games. It's not good.
He had a couple playoff runs, but for the most part, bro, his game, it was a significant drop between regular season
Let me ask you
and
something.
postseason.
This gonna tell me everything I need to know about it.
Oh, no.
James Harden for who's a better all time? James Harden or Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade, easy. It's not even a question. D Wade, and it's literally not even a competition.
Is that the right answer, neighbor?
It's not even close.
Oh, he don't believe you.
Oh, yeah,
He
no.
doesn't believe you.
Regardless, it's not even close. I done had one of my cousins. I told him that Michael Jordan is better than Kobe Bryant, and he told me, "Oh, you don't know basketball."
Dwayne Wade.
I had a person tell me Kobe Bryant was better than Michael Jordan, and since I said Michael Jordan was better, he said I don't know basketball. As soon as he told me that told me everything I needed to
That's
know.
what I'm saying, bro.
People be
Why is
delusional.
Dwayne Wade better than James Harden?
Do you want to? Where do we start?
Short answer.
Where I don't know where we start.
Where's the why?
In every facet of the game other than shooting threes. And
Facet of the game.
what James Harden has, he's a better three-point shooter. And the one thing I got to give James is he has an elite playmaking ability. He's damn near like a point guard out there.
He is a point.
Damn near a point guard. But better three-point shooter, better playmaker. That's it. That's it.
I could argue Dwayne Wade is only good because of his excellent teammates. You had two top 10 players all time. Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James.
At that point, Shaq was nowhere near what he. Now he was still one of the top players in the league at that time, but he was nowhere near.
Brother.
If you want to compare Shaq in the Miami Heat to Shaq at his height of
I didn't do
three-peat,
that, but he's still Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah, but
wasn't
saying he's
playing
Shaquille O'Neal
He was
isn't
Shaquille
saying
O'Neal
much.
The whole year.
But that's not saying much.
Shaquille O'Neal into the playoffs.
Check his no.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
He was Shaquille O'Neal. He was.
Yeah.
And he was still he was still a top.
Yeah.
He might have been the top big center at the time. So he definitely. I mean, I'm trying to think about at that time centers. I mean, Dirk was a forward.
He came fresh off of the Lakers loss against the Pistons.
I'm trying to
You
think.
could never argue that Ben Wallace is ever better than Shaq. There's nobody.
Oh no. Oh
There's
no.
nobody walking around better than Shaq.
Definitely not.
Dwayne Wade made his name because of the NBA Finals performance he put on. Because Shaq wasn't showing up.
Dwayne Wade carried, bro.
He carried in the finals.
That whole playoff run.
No.
I mean, it's tough.
Nah.
It's tough to
Nah.
win
In the
if you
finals.
don't have a good number
Finals,
two.
I'll give you, this is the only thing I'll give you. Dwayne Wade has one of the best finals performances ever. Ever. Like what he did in those series to win that NBA Finals is one of the best we've ever seen. That's what I'll give Dwayne Wade over James Harden, and that's why I pick him over James Harden. Because James Harden has had series where he's just not showing up. Games where he's not. Game 7's back against the wall, not showing up.
If you're trying to discount or invalidate D Wade by having Shaq as a
Validating his
teammate,
championships. That's all I'm saying.
then almost every championship run that a team has, you have because you need a number,
Okay, put
you
your
need a 1 and you need a 2. It's not now Dirk with the Mavs in 2011 is like an outlier because it was him and he had a whole bunch of they was ballers. But they ain't really had too much.
You take out the championships because that's a team accomplishment.
Take out the championships.
On top of having, yeah.
You can't. What you mean? Take out the championships? You can't.
What do you mean? He didn't win the championships on his own.
No
He won
player wins the
most
championship on his
dominant
own.
player of
Is
all
your
time.
argument that James Harden never had a better
He
teammate
never had
than
Shaquille
Shaquille
O'Neal
O'Neal?
or LeBron James.
That's your
That is
argument.
a big difference.
That was my argument from the
Okay.
very beginning.
Who did he have?
Okay.
I knew
Okay.
you were gonna go
Okay.
championship.
No. Okay.
Who did he have?
That's valid.
He's
Now,
had some good teams.
Game 7.
Name 'em. I wanna know if I know 'em.
Game 7 versus the Warriors.
Are they people I
Did
know?
they have a chance to win that game? Game 7
Yeah,
versus the
absolutely,
Warriors.
absolutely. I'm not
Why did
saying
they lose the
couldn't
game?
win. He didn't play well.
I don't know if he had good
Because he
players.
couldn't
I
knock
can't
a
name
shot
them.
down. Folks
He's gonna
couldn't
knock some shots down today, though.
Folks couldn't hit one shot.
Hey.
All he needed was a couple
How you
threes,
doing?
bro.
For sure.
He now Chris Paul did get injured, so there's a lot of things at play here.
That's what
But
I'm
James
saying.
Harden, I can't even. Me thinking about it, I'm trying to think. Mike, Kobe, D
Put your head
Wade.
down.
James Harden may be fifth in terms of all-time shooting guards.
Ain't me watching?
I'm not even sure if I can put him fourth.
I think he's a lot closer to D Wade than you're giving him credit.
Now, yeah, okay, of course, people have their opinions, and you know, you can argue
It's
that.
like, my whole thing-
I haven't.
my whole
It's a
argument
lot of people who argue
It's
that.
literally like Dwayne Wade's
Not coming in there
legacy
for 20 minutes,
is
nigga.
helped by great players.
Just
Helped
like
by some of the
just like
greatest
Jordan,
dominant-
just like Steph,
But see, you
just
see
like
how you're trying to
Shaq.
switch it.
No,
You're saying-
No, it's not
James
switching it.
Harden didn't have
Your
Shaquille
point,
O'Neal.
your
James Harden didn't have LeBron James. How easy is
your
it?
point applies to every single championship
No,
run of all
because
time.
we're
Yes, it
not
does.
comparing every single championship. We're
No.
comparing
What
these players
what you're
and
saying, you just said
Put your head
D
down.
Wade. You said D Wade. What he has over James Harden is his chips, and if he didn't have his chips, then it's your James Harden.
What are we talking about?
I mean, no, literally, what are we talking about? Because every
Because the
player,
chips is the
every
team
player,
accomplishment.
James Harden never got the benefit of playing with.
LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal.
But then again, I mean, well, first of all, playing with LeBron James, that would have been I mean, they both just standing around looking at each other dribble the ball.
That's not
Um,
true.
yeah.
That's okay. You can disagree.
Okay, check the Cavs when it was LeBron and Kyrie playing.
That's LeBron and Kyrie, not LeBron and Dwayne Wade. That's irrelevant.
No, LeBron, no. You said Harden and LeBron.
Whoopsie, made it
What if
whoopsie.
what if Harden and LeBron was playing?
I mean,
It would be almost the same as when LeBron played with Kyrie.
Didn't they make the best comeback of all time? Question
On
mark?
the court,
Question mark?
when LeBron had the ball, Kyrie went and stood in the corner. When Kyrie had the ball,
They let each other
LeBron. Now it worked. Oh no! It won a championship. I'm not saying that it didn't
They
work.
won the best
My
championship
point,
of all time.
I'm saying in terms of fit. Now they probably would have won just because of in terms of how great of players they are.
Strips in my car.
That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
no. I mean, I'll give you this. James Harden never had a teammate on the level of some of these other players.
Yeah.
Steph.
Not other players. Let's just keep it Dwayne Wade
No,
and
'cause-
James Harden. We're not comparing Steph. to
No,
everybody else.
Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Although I don't. No. This is what I'm gonna give you. I'll give you that. Okay, let's take the championships away. D Wade is still the better player.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. This whole argument about Harden and D Wade, I mean, we couldn't be further apart. But giving you that same point, in my opinion, he's still better than Harden. Now, I mean, I got homies who try to say, "Oh, Harden, this and that." Oh no, all y'all crazy, bro. All y'all crazy saying James
I'm
Harden.
really just paying.
I
don't.
Three-point
I think they're really
three-point
far-
shooting and playmaking. That's it. That's the only thing he's better at. Three-point shooting and playmaking. Worthless on defense.
What else does that make? Scoring, which they're probably actually similar at. James Harden might even be better. And then what?
I mean, I think they're probably about, in terms of their output, scoring output,
James
they're,
Harden's better.
if he is, then it's slight. Because D Wade was averaging, before LeBron went to the Heat, D Wade was averaging about 28, 30 points a game.
James Harden had a season he averaged 35 points a game. What are we talking about?
So you're looking at so you're taking one season.
I'm just saying. But
I mean, because
his
if
best
you
season he averaged
because if we no, and
If you're talking-
and as I said,
you talked about
I might agree with that Harden is a better scorer than D Wade. Now, if he is, it's not significant. But if you want to go back off of James Harden had a 35-point season, I bet you if you looked it up, their points per game for their career is around the same, if not D Wade averaging more.
I mean, James Harden started his career off the bench as a sixth man.
Bro, we could take that out of it. We could put when James Harden when he went to the Rockets, and we could take D Wade. You feel me?
No.
Take the same. Okay. Bro, after I'm done getting my hair braided, I'll pull it up and show you. And Dwayne Wade in the playoffs, it's not even close.
No, he's a better player.
His ability to get, and that's the thing with James Harden. James Harden couldn't get to the mid range.
Who's calling you?
The mid-range is dead, by the way.
Mid range is never dead. The thing that separates the great guards, superstar guards, from, except for Curry. Curry's an anomaly because all Curry needed to do was shoot
Curry's
threes.
the reason it's different.
No. Yes, I agree with you. My point is, when it comes to guards, especially shooting guards, the difference in the playoffs and the regular seasons is can you get your shot off, and get into the mid range is what made Kobe, D Wade, MJ. We can even say KD, although he's not necessarily a shoot. I mean, he handles the ball on the perimeter. I don't know what KD is, because he ain't 6'10", he's 7 foot. They've been lying his whole career. That man is a 7.
Wade doesn't have an MVP. Finals MVP though.
You gotta have an MVP.
Having an MVP makes James Harden, among other things, it's the reason why he's on the 75th anniversary team. You know, so it definitely counts in terms of your career accomplishments and how great of a player you are. However, that's not the end all be all of it. James Harden,
So James Harden from 20 to 35, 2009 to age 20 to 35. Dwayne Wade 20
Thank
to
you.
37. James Harden averages 24. Dwayne Wade averages 22.
so a 2-point difference.
Yeah, they have about the same level of turnovers.
So as I said, if James Harden is the better scorer, it's not a significant gap.
He has more assists.
That's the point I said
They have
originally.
about the same steals. James Harden has more assists, more rebounds. Is that total rebounds? Yeah. James Harden shoots higher from the free throw percentage, higher from the field, higher from 3, higher from 2-point percentage.
I don't know, bro.
About the same.
And I bet you all them stats is regular season stats, where James Harden is possibly the best. He's one of the best regular season players of all time. I give you that. In the regular season, that man is in the regular season, that man is a GOAT. Unstoppable in the regular season. Playoffs comes, and when the defense is keying on you and them shots you can't get them shots off as easily, see a huge difference in his game.
All NBA. Dwayne Wade 2 times. James Harden been first time All NBA 6 times. Dwayne Wade All NBA cumulative, like first, second, or third. He has 8 of them. James Harden has 7. Dwayne Wade though has 3 all-time defense, all-team defense. Yeah, 1 MVP, 1 Finals MVP. James Harden has 11 All-Stars. Dwayne Wade has 13. They're actually a lot closer than I think you're giving them credit for. And I think if you give James Harden, LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal, you might have him a championship or 2. That's all I'm saying.
I think if you give James Harden KD
If you give
with the
Dwayne
Rockets,
Wade, if you give Dwayne Wade the teams that James Harden had, does he take them further, or do they fall shorter than what James Harden did?
and as we were speaking earlier, hypotheticals.
I'm just asking.
I mean, if KD didn't go to the Warriors, does LeBron have 7 rings? I don't know. I mean, it's hypotheticals.
But that's what I'm saying.
If you want to speak in hypotheticals, we can, but that doesn't have it doesn't hold credence when it comes to actual all-time rankings.
But then that's why you have to add context into it then, because then your teammates and things matter. If we can't make hypotheticals, then you have context matters. Shaquille O'Neal comparatively to Clint Capella matters. LeBron James
I don't know. Game
comparatively
7, James Harden, if he would have made a couple more of them threes.
Game 7, James Harden. Dwayne Wade was always
A fold. James Harden is a fold in the playoffs,
Dwayne Wade was
which is
always
why I call him a fraud, because in the playoffs, the man can't be found. I'm talking about man is sent out an APB for him, bro, because where is he at? Where is the man at when it comes to the
He's tired of
playoffs?
being a man. He's a dog shit. I think that's what happens. You know, when you got guys like LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal, you don't have to be the man the whole time. 82 games and then whatever it is to the postseason.
I give James Harden the top 5 shooting guard of all time. I think he's fighting for 4th and 5th.
I'm gonna ask a lot of people this now.
Oh no, I mean, people who only watch our generation of basketball, it'll probably be a good percentage of them that'll say James Harden. A good percentage of them. Now, does that make them right? I mean, it's people hold different opinions.
It's all opinion based anyway. I just, give it to know if he's the They're very adamant on your standpoint, and I don't think that I'm adamant on either standpoint. I'm just,
You sound pretty adamant on
No, I
James
never-
Harden.
I'm arguing the opposite angle because there's one, not a right answer.
You started off saying you
Started off
would put
with
James
the
Harden
answer.
over D Wade.
I
That's
still-
your, but that's your opinion. Which I'm not. I mean, I
I'm
can
just
disagree
giving
with that.
context to what it is. So like to me, bro, like I said,
I'm
the
providing
only
the same context.
The only way for me to like really feel like Dwayne Wade is better is if I put him in James Harden's situation and ask myself if he would be better, worse, or the same. I don't see him being better. I see him either
Okay,
being
put
the
that down.
same or worse with some of what James Harden had. If he had that Warriors team, is that team or that Rockets team, are they that successful with Clint Capella? Like he never did anything just by himself as a man, just one, the number one player on his team, and made them go throughout the whole season into the playoff. He was a Robin.
Did he ever
all
have that
season
chance?
When he had, no, yeah.
He had the chance to do it by himself as the star player. When?
Who we talking about right now?
Dwayne Wade.
When did he have the chance to do it by
He had a whole
himself?
career without. He didn't have Shaq.
Till he went to the Heat.
Dwayne Wade, he was with the Heat.
But that's when they were all there, right?
Nah, at first Shaq wasn't there. He had a decent few years without Shaq. But I'm saying this is my whole argument. You're winning, like you go 82 games on the Miami Heat with Shaquille O'Neal. You're making it far in the playoffs with Shaquille O'Neal as the number one guy. He gets hurt first round. He's still playing.
That's false. So Shaq on that team was never the number one. He was probably the best number two at that time in the league. I mean, I'm really trying to think about it back at that time. Like who's the contender? Maybe not the best number two because the Spurs definitely had. He was probably the best number two at the time. I'll give you that. Yeah, he was probably the best number two at the time.
Okay, guys, we are all done. I'm about to put some foam on him and wrap him up, and then he will be set. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.